Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Cardinals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 5 now. Murray. This will be swung out here for Conner. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They run behind center with Conner. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Murray. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Winston keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray now to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm on the 50. I'm on the 50.
Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Let's go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to roam now. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Jameis to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact. Wrapped it up. Unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
Even.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Craig did on the last one.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cardinals! 59 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. They'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Prater. It's now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they send him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do...
Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ready. Even.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try #1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about...
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jameis Winston, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He stiff arms him. Got a man. It's Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray to air it out again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 1st touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston now from the 50. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Kamara up the middle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Winston now. He gets it to Thomas. Shoves him away. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll send Landry in motion right. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. To throw, Winston. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray again. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A give. This is Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. They'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
cop a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window